All right, my friends, I'm glad you're here, and I hope to be doing something just a little bit different than most people do when they're on a webinar. Set this up so I can broadcast directly to you and be present with you instead of just hidden behind some slides. So I thought that'd be cool. Now, just up front, this is really for serious people who's serious about making their business go ahead, stepping it up, escalating it, and getting it to the level that you want it to be at. So if that's what you're here for, and that's your intentions, and you're a serious entrepreneur, you own a business, and you're looking to go bring your online stuff to bring more money to your offline business, or any reason that you're building your online your presence to make more income, then you're in the right place if you're serious about doing that. All right. Now, before we get started. Throughout the presentation, I like to ask people to raise their hands, all right? Now, I know we're not sitting in the same room, but participate with me. When I do it, I'm going to be moving around here, so play with me. Be part of the show. Be part of it. It's not just a show, but be part of the action, and so we get invigorated with this, so we know that this really is something that's going to take you on to your next step. All right. So make that promise. Some of you have like a little hand on your screen. Click that little hand when I say with a show of hands. Show me your hands if I do something like that. Okay. Play along with me. All right. Now. So I'm Wayne Scherer. I'm known around the web as the Traffic Commander, and that's a name given to me by Evan Pagan. He kind of bestowed that upon me. I didn't make it up myself. He made it up. But I thought it was cool, and I thought he was smart, and he's a smart marketer, so I do whatever he says. So this is how to instantly get as much traffic as you want so you can put more money in your pocket, and do that in the next 30 days or less. Okay, who wants to get as much traffic as you want whenever you want it and put more money in your pocket? Anybody? Show of hands. All right. Now you have a little question thing right below the presentation window here. So you're allowed to use that. I can't answer everything instantly, but if you have serious questions, feel free to use that. Put your questions in, and I'll be glad to answer them as soon as possible. All right, so let's get rolling. How to instantly get as much traffic as you want so you can put more money in your pocket in the next 30 days or less. So have you ever wondered what it would be like to build your business using proven methods where you make the money you want or desire and take the vacations you want, wake up when you desire, and live the life you imagine and deserve? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have an endless stream of prospects arriving every day that you control and that are ready to use your products or services? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to wake up every morning and know the techniques to get the traffic 90% of your competitors will never know how to get? All right, so here we go. By show of hands, how many of you would like me to share with you how to double your business and make more money fast? By a show of hands, how many of you would like me to share with you how to instantly get more traffic and make more money than 90% of your competitors in your competition starting today? By show of hands, how many of you would like me to share with you how to create a proven traffic system specifically for your business where you get all the leads and customers you ever need on demand? All right, I bet there were a lot of hands out there. All right, you're about to discover the secret ninja traffic strategies used by traffic agencies that you can use in your business to double or triple your profits starting today. The SEO techniques you can easily use to generate 20 to 35% more income over the life of your business. You're about to discover how you can automatically create ads and get the highest possible numbers of clicks and sales. All right, now let me throw this in. Before we're done here, I'm going to show you how you can take one form of traffic and also boost that SEO traffic, so that as you get this in, you make money with this traffic, you also boost your SEO traffic and start working your way to get that 20 to 35% more income in your business. Is that something you'd like to know? That's kind of like a bonus that I didn't tell you about, but that's coming before the end, okay? And you'll also get a download of the blueprints, the the failure elimination blueprint and the legendary traffic strategy, market and traffic strategy blueprint. Those will all be included if you stay here till the end. All right, so don't go anywhere. That's the traffic method wasn't something I advertised. All right, so if you'd like to know that, stick with me. So what is traffic? We have to know what traffic is, right? We're going to define it here because I think everybody has some idea what they call traffic, but this is what we're talking about here. Traffic is a source of income, buyers, and personal wealth on the internet. It is the heart and life of your online business. It is the people who want to buy your products or services when they visit your website. So why traffic? Well, that should be obvious, but you know, if you're like me, I didn't really get how this all tied in the beginning and why it was so important up front when I started. Well, why traffic? Traffic means more clients, more prospects, and more cash flow, right? Without that traffic, you never make the money you need, and you never take the vacations you always wanted. Or you never go on those special outings with your wife. You never buy that car you always wanted. You never buy that house you always wanted. Without traffic, you never build the business you want or get out of the job you hate or get out of whatever reason it is that you have gone online and wanted to add to your business or start a business using online methods. All right, so the opportunity with traffic is now. You must take it while you can. The reason is there's more traffic available at an extremely low price than there ever has been, but it won't last forever. Remember, before we get done here, I'm going to show you how to take one of those low-cost price and boost your SEO at the same time. It's a pretty amazing and simple trick, and you'll be able to use CNN. You'll be able to use Fox News, ESPN, Time Magazine, Fast Company or something like that. All these big major traffic sources, you can use them. And I'll show you how to do that before we get done here. The opportunity is now because the traffic is money and money is freedom. If you're not making money in your business, then you're not getting traffic and you're not going to get the freedom you deserve. The opportunity is now because your competitor doesn't know this, but they will very soon. You see, the internet is still at that bottom part of its curve, and it's going to be starting up that real big spike, but it hasn't yet. And so it obviously hasn't leveled off. The internet's going to grow like crazy. But your competitor hasn't taken the time yet to learn these things. So you will have that advantage if you take advantage of it now so that you get ahead of them so you can easily compete with the corporate people on the exact same level they are. I'm going to show you that. So who am I? I'm Wayne Scherer, and I'm a former Navy commanding officer, 22 years in the Navy, commanded a naval squadron, and head of the operations department of an aircraft carrier, the best-selling author, co-author, The Art and Science of Success, Volume 2, and the author of Protege Profits. I'm a SEO and lead generating expert for top marketers. I have my own traffic generating business, and I'm one of the few people online that actually does traffic for a living that is teaching it. I've coached hundreds of new and existing online business owners, and throughout my career as a leader, I figured it out. I did these numbers, and then I divided it in half and figured I have directly coached at least 6,000 people to some form of success over my lifetime and their lifetimes, and I want to keep doing that. I've generated millions and millions of dollars in visitors and leads and customers for personal students and clients, and I want you to be one of those people that leverages this capability. And I'm known around the web, as I mentioned, as the traffic commander, name given to me by the marketing genius Evan Pagan. Yeah, you know, that's one of those things. If somebody that's as high caliber a marketer as Evan Pagan says you need to just leverage that name, traffic commander, you do it, right? So I did it. I did whatever. He was one of my mentors, and you know, when I find a good mentor, I do whatever he says. almost literally. So I was born in Washington, D.C. That's the Providence Hospital. That's where I was born. The only thing older in D.C. than I am. That's not really true, but I grew up in Wheaton, Maryland. Those little houses right there, those are split in two. Those are duplexes, so there are 2 houses per building, 900 square feet on each side. 9 of us sharers grew up in one of those 900 square foot spaces. Terribly tiny space, but vitally important to me because that's where my dad really laid it on me. You see, he had to work 2 jobs his entire life. He was nearly foreclosed on twice. He had all kinds of problems, but he just literally drove it into me that Wayne, you can do anything you want, you can achieve anything you want, but you set the path to do it. And if you go out and do it, and you build that path, you can get wherever you want to be. So I took that to heart and made that part of my life's plan. All right, so I went to Wheaton High School, and in high school I was nobody different than anybody else. That's me on the bottom row all the way to the left. I don't look any different, except I had one thing. I was a burning desire to go to one of the best colleges and universities in the country. My family had absolutely no money, so I had to find a way to get there. That's part of that drive my dad put into me. So I applied to all the military academies, ROTC scholarships, and so forth, and I won. I won a scholarship, and it got me to Tulane University in New Orleans, Louisiana, one of the most prestigious schools in the country, one of the most expensive schools in the country, a school I absolutely could not have ever even seen the outside of had I not done what my dad said and set a path and gone for it. And so I got that scholarship. That's me in that picture in the top where in the center. You can't really tell that, but that really is me there. And what I had to do as a result of that scholarship was go in the Navy. I owed them 6 years of time, and so I gave them my time. In fact, I gave them 22 years of my time. So that's the first carrier I was on, the aircraft carrier USS America. That's a picture that on one of the deployments I was on that ship. In Vestfjord, very, very cold, very, very gloomy, you can tell from the picture. But the reason that ship is so important to me is because that's where I had my first aircraft carrier launch and recovery. Now, everybody has something in their life that was so exciting that you just simply can't forget. And that was a mission I simply never will forget. That was such an amazing stepping stone in my life. But here's why it was so important to me. Because when I landed on that ship, and I got out of my aircraft, there were planes everywhere turning, engines blowing on me. I literally could have been blown off the flight deck. And that's no exaggeration. I got out of my plane, didn't know what to do, and I just stood there like a dummy. I didn't know where to go, and there was one of the sailor mechanics, flight deck leaders, was back there, and he saw me. And we wear these what do you call it, survival gear, big collars down the back. He reached, grabbed me by the collar, and threw me over to that hatch that was just back behind me. And he literally saved my life, and he made an impression on me that has added to the way I treated everything in life, because he didn't know me. And if you've been in the military, if you were enlisted and not an officer, you know how enlisted always are putting down the officers, da-da-da-da-da. And I don't care about that. But because the point is, despite all that talk, the sailor took care of me. He didn't know me from Adam, but he made sure that I survived and I got on to the next step in my life. And I realized at that point that that's part of my mission of life, that is to, whenever I have the opportunity to help somebody else, to affect somebody else, that I could take them and move them on to the next point in their life, that is what I needed to be doing. And so that's really kind of an earmark of my, of how I view what I'm supposed to be doing. All right, so I served on 6 different carriers. That's the Kitty Hawk off at Iwo Jima. And I commanded, one of my biggest moments or biggest times in the Navy was as a commanding officer of an aviation squadron on an aircraft carrier. That's an E-2C Hawkeye. That's the plane I flew. That's the squadron I was in. That was ultimate responsibility. That meant, you've probably seen it on shows like Star Trek or whatever, where they depict how a commanding officer's responsible for everything that the people under him and work for him do, and that's no exaggeration. They actually got that right, and I lived that, and that kind of responsibility is how I live my life. When I work with you, I feel responsible for everything you do, and you know, there comes a point where I can't affect what you're doing, but sometimes, but I take everything personally that I do when I work with people, and because what you do is what I do. If you achieve, then I feel like I achieved. If you don't achieve, I feel like I failed, and that's seriously how I treat everything in life. So there are landing on a carrier. My last assignment in the Navy wound up my career at sea on board the Kitty Hawk and the 9/11 response out of Japan. We took the special forces out there. I was the operations officer of the carrier. I had to plan, train, and execute the combat missions for the entire 5,000 person crew. That was one hell of a job, and that's what I ultimately learned how to apply back to business here, although I had a little brain I guess hiccup in between and making that transition. But my career was very, very successful, and but one thing did happen. It wasn't perfect. For the last 10 years of my career, I was suffering a depression that was ever and steadily growing, and I ended up just rock bottoming out. I went so low, I crashed and burned. I lost everything. I lost everything I owned. I almost lost my life. I'm 6'2". You can see, well, you can't tell from watching me now, but at that time I weighed about 200 pounds, and during the lowest point in that depression, I went to about 160 pounds. I looked terrible. I looked like walking death. But as I was getting the help I needed, and things came together, I said, I'm going to make myself a bigger success than I ever was. Now, if you saw me then, you would have said, you know, Wayne, you're stupid. You can't, you can barely stand up and walk. You look like you're going to die tomorrow. You're not going to, how are you talking about being the biggest success you ever were now? But that was my plan, to get back on there, build back up, and make it go. I lost everything. At that point, I had nothing left but a suitcase of clothing, a box, and in that box, I had written out a business plan. And now I was on my way. I moved into an apartment with absolutely nothing. That was my only possessions in the world. I needed to get a job so I could get some income coming in, and I did all of that, and I started things going, and I actually had, I think I had like 3 different versions of a business when I got started, and I faced a lot of challenges, a lot of the same challenges you're facing. None of them worked. I couldn't get the leads. I couldn't get the people I needed. I couldn't talk to the people I needed. Things were too expensive offline. I needed to be online. Didn't know how to do things online, and it all mounted. I couldn't get enough traffic online. Most face these exact same. You probably face these exact same problems. You don't have enough customers online to support your business online. You aren't making enough money from the website to make it even worth all the effort that it takes to maintain it and keep improving it. And you likely aren't getting the leads you need to keep the income circulating and building and trying to grow that business. And you're spending money and getting absolutely no results. I know that feeling. I live that feeling. And ultimately, you know, I lived life in the Navy where mentoring was what it was all about. We always mentored people. There was always somebody you were bringing up. I was always looking to the next person. They were bringing me up, and it was a whole process of mentoring. And when I got to the online, I could not find a mentor I could work with. I didn't have the money. The money I did have wouldn't pay for anything that was worthwhile, and so I had to work a lot of this stuff out myself. So that's how I came about and created the instant traffic cash flow system. It was all about solving all of those problems, putting them all together in one place, and making it possible to do all these things. See, my goal is to make sure you don't have to spend the time and money it took me to get there. It took me over $150,000 of investment of my time and money to get it to the point where I could build that business. It doesn't have to be that way. And and that's what the instant traffic cash flow system is all about. It is the solution. All right. So, and of course, it's all part of the bigger reason. You've heard where I came from, how I got there, but my goal is to continue that crusade to building success with other people, helping us now building dedicated entrepreneurs up to as big a success as possible for them, whatever your goal may be. All right. And so I thought, what if I found a way to live my dream and help as many people as possible, and it doesn't have to cost you an arm or a leg. And, it costs me $150,000. It doesn't have to cost you that much if you put things in the right place. So I want to continue creating even more real success stories. So the instant traffic cash flow business is about being able to do that. So what's different about the instant traffic cash flow system? It's done for you, capabilities unmatched anywhere, and you'll see that later. I will make you an offer later, but first we're going to cover those 5 steps, that 5-step strategy, and then we're going to show you. I'm going to show you how to leverage a very low-cost traffic source to boost your SEO and make money at the same time. So don't leave anywhere. Plus, if you stay to the end, you get the download of the entire failure elimination blueprint and the the legendary traffic strategy, marketing traffic strategy. That's all included as long as you stay here till the end. So the instant traffic cash flow system is also about being able to automate your ad generation and accurately predicting results. That's vitally important. You'll see that in the 5-step strategy, and it's a powerful and proven methods that are working today. How many people have watched somebody tell you, you need to do this because this is what's going to be happening in the future? Well, what do you care about what's happening in the future if whatever you're doing right now is not making you any money? Are you going to wait till the future comes, or are you going to start making money now? Okay, we're going to talk about what works now, what works today, what is not what worked, 6 months ago. If it did work 6 months ago, that's great. But the object is to get you a strategy that works today. And finally, it shows you the secret ninja traffic and SEO methods that agencies use to put clients on top. Now, you think, oh, these corporations use traffic agencies, da-da-da-da, and that you can't do this. Well, you can do this, okay? You can do this, you can do this, you can do this. So pay attention, all right? And remember, I'm going to show you, before we get done here, how you can tie very low-cost traffic together with your SEO, achieve those 25 to 30% boosts in lifetime of your profits by using SEO and putting that on steroids, all right? So common myths about traffic, you probably heard them. I don't have the time to do this. That comes from people thinking that because it's not working and it's taking them a long time to do it, or trying to do only free methods, that they don't have the time to do this. Well, that's totally bull. And I'll tell you right now, you need to get off the idea that you only use free traffic. If you want traffic now, you have to pay for it. But you don't have to pay an amazing amount of money. But if you were willing to pay some money for your traffic, you can have traffic instantly right now, today. And I'll show you why you can make it work and how to make it work in the strategy coming up. You'll hear that people say that I'm not a techie and I can't do this. Well, I'm not a techie. I knew when I went to college, I took a Fortran class. That's how long ago I went. We fed little data cards that we hand punched into a computer, and it never worked when I did it. I was terrible at that. I got a D in that class. I probably should have failed it. So being a techie has nothing to do with you getting traffic. I don't need all the traffic. You ever heard people say that? I don't need all the traffic? They're frustrated with trying to get traffic, so they think they don't need it. Well, you don't need water to walk across the desert either, right? Right. Try it. Give it a shot. I bet you can't do it. Walk the desert without any water. All right. So I don't need all the traffic. Sure. And none of this really works, all right? I can assure you, I'll show you that all traffic really works, and you'll know that before this is done. But that's, we're going to blow these myths right out of the water as we work through this, okay? So let's get rolling. The 5 steps to success. All right, so who wants to know the 5 steps to success? Let's see your hands. Who wants to know the 5 steps to success with your marketing and traffic and wants to know what they are right now? I'm going to show you things right now that nobody is showing you, even though the top marketers, the top businesses online are doing these exact things every single day. This is the real secret of making traffic work. And so write this down. 5 steps to success. Number 1, assemble the right pieces, all right? Number 2, determine your outcomes. Number 3, segment your traffic. Number 4, customer and market rocking research. Number 5, test, track, deposit the checks, and repeat, okay? So write those down. Get those written down because we're going to go into each of those right now, so don't worry about what they are at the moment. We're going to cover those right now, all right? So step number 1, assemble the pieces. You ever seen anybody put up a house by putting the roof up first and not having all the rest of the stuff put in? What happens to that? What would happen if they did that, if they actually did that, all right? The house would fall down. That's obvious, but you know, when people are assembling a business online, they don't think about these things. I know, I didn't think about it. I tried to do things that should be done later and skip the things that should be done first, and I should have known better. My Navy career told me that you put a plan in place, and of course you may have to change the plan. But at least you know where you're going, you know where you're changing, and everything makes sense, right? But when you don't do that, what happens? You spend $150,000, waste a lot of time, and it takes you a very long time to become independent and set up your business. All right? So get the right tools first. Put them in place. Make sure you have all the right tools to put the building blocks in place. If you don't have those, then you won't be able to do this. All right? Now, find a proven and profitable market. Do not try going into a market that has not been proven. Do not try to create a market. Competition is good, competition is good, competition is good. I'll say that one more time. Competition is good. All right? Use competition. Find a market that is profitable. That means it has competition. If other people can sell in it, so can you. That's a fact. All right? And I'll show you exactly how to do this for free. You don't have to stand out in the corner, do surveys, pay anybody to do market surveys for you or anything of the sort. Online, you can use all these free tools. You can use Google, you can use Quantcash, you can use Amazon, you can use eBay, you can use Yahoo Answers, you can use ClickBank, OfferVault. So that's quite a litany of them. So when you get the replay, write those down, all right? Those are your free tools that you use to analyze your profitable markets and find out if you profit online and find out where the traffic is, all right? Look for the blogs, look for the forums, look for the gathering places online. If you cannot find them easily, then you have a problem, all right? It's not a good online market. So make sure you can actually find these things online. Do people actually go online and do these things? Then find and that's how you find the most profitable problems to solve, because they're gathering online and they're telling it to you. You look in the forums, blogs, wikis, and all those gathering places online and see what they're saying. Find out exactly what they're saying, what they want solved, and then pick the one that would generate the most cash. The one that generates the most cash is the one that people feel desperate to solve. They feel like they cannot find the solution anywhere else, yet they're so passionate about what they're doing, they have to know it. Okay? So make sure you look for those. And then once you've done that and you found these places, then you know that you found your customers. Your customers are there, and you are in a niche market that is ready to go. So then, after doing those things, those 4 steps, then you build your website and list, all right? Build your website and list. Do those starting right from the beginning. Do not skip this, all right? Do not skip this, do not skip this, do not skip this. Put your list in your website right from the start, and you will begin to profit mega times faster than your competition. Here's a little story that one of our instant cash flow students had about getting all the pieces in the right places. Jewel from California, she said that this course took the information she had and really put it into a roadmap for her internet success, and she really saw how everything was laid out, and that with it all being done this way, that this is easy to follow. And that's one of the main driving points of the initial lessons of the instant traffic cash flow systems, to put all this, show you exactly how to do that, make it all happen. If you can make it all line up easily for you, would that make a difference in your life? Would that make you feel like you were actually going to achieve the goals you were setting out to do? Would that make you feel like you're going to be able to get the lifestyle that you deserve, that you want, to do the things that you came online for? All right, so step number 2, determine your outcomes. All right, you know Stephen Covey, right? Stephen Covey, the 7, I forgot the name of his book, but you know, the seven steps for success or something like that. I forgot the name of it. But one of those 7 things is outcomes. You must know where you're going. You must know what you're trying to achieve. You must be able to define your success. All right, there's all kinds of ways to say that. But what are your outcomes? Define what they are. You must know what the purpose of your traffic is. All right, there are a number of different reasons you will be bringing traffic to your website. Sometimes it's just to introduce them. Sometimes it's to they've been there before and they know your website, so now you're trying to get them to opt in with you. Maybe they've opted in with you and you're getting them back and you need them to buy something. Maybe they've already bought something, so now you need to get them to buy more things and excite them into getting more products from you. And you need to know in determining your outcomes, you need to know what assets you have in order to do them. So you're not going to set outcomes that are not realistic. Is it realistic that if you only have $10 a day to spend on traffic to expect your outcome for the end of the month to be making $150,000 by the end of the month? Well, that may be possible, but it's not likely. So it's not a reasonable outcome. So you're going to set your outcomes based on defining the assets you have and what they can achieve. And then you're going to define specifically what the success is based on those things for your campaign, okay? So often success of a campaign, if it's an opt-in campaign, is getting a certain number of leads. Often it's just breaking even with a small sale up front to get people into your funnel. Sometimes it's making the sale of the big product. You need to know what your outcome is and your target is for your traffic, okay? So, and that you'll see that when we put together the traffic method where you can leverage CNN's and Fox News and Fast Company and Time Magazine's traffic to make money and build your SEO at the same time. I'll show you that a little bit later, all right? So, another story. Arnold here from Brazil, he was a minister and he'd been having a really tough time like a lot of us, like I did, like you might be very well having, trying to get your business going, or if you're just starting, we're going to prevent you from having that time. But Arnold, when he got started with the instant traffic cash flow, he said it was for the first time he could look forward to growing a business that will change his family's lives. And his wife was, I believe, as I recall from talking to him, was didn't really want him doing this anymore. But Arnold said it will change his lives. He saw that right from the beginning, and he was happy that the changes were happening quickly, and he was getting things together quickly and making things happen. So can you see how this would change things for you, that all the tools are there, that you get the right attitude, that you could get things going, that you can see clearly where you're going? Can you see where that would help you know where you're going to be 5 years from now? You see how that could work for you? So number 3, segment your traffic, okay? So what does that mean, segment your traffic? Well, it kind of actually means exactly what it says. There's different types of traffic that show up at your website all the time. And so you need to know what that traffic is. All right, so once you've set out what your outcomes are going to be, you're going to look closely at the traffic you're going at. Now, if you're a brand new business, you're probably looking at cold traffic right off the bat. But if you're a retail business going online, you may have some warm or very active traffic. You just need to tell your customers that are offline to go online. But you need to know what they are and where they stand in the relationship with you and how they view your website, okay? The cold general public never seen you before, never been on your website, never stayed there more than a few seconds. There's return visitors who have come. They may, in fact, go through your pages quickly, but they leave. There's active visitors that come and stay a long time, but they haven't opted in yet for anything, or they haven't bought anything from you. There's warm traffic who they've come, they stay a while, they go through your pages, they have in fact opted in with you, they're getting email traffic from you, so they're warm traffic. And then of course you have the buyers, the customers, and those are of course your prime ones because they're the easiest to sell to. But of course you treat each of these differently. You have to understand their mindset and use your own understanding of what you do when you do these things, and treat each of these type of traffics differently. All right, so that's why you have to segment them. What kind of traffic are you going to be getting? So you know what to present to them. All right, so you can present them the right things. If you present them the right information, then you will have a whole lot better chance at making success with them fast. And we want fast success, right? Show of hands. Who wants success fast with the traffic that arrives at their website. All right, I think everybody does, and so that's exactly how you do it. And this is Carlos from California, and he started seeing success fast by focusing on his SEO. In fact, he said he started spending 15 minutes a day, 3 or 4 days a week, and he went from page 5 to page 1 on his 2 primary keywords using the methods of the instant traffic cash flow system. Who thinks that could make a difference in your traffic? If you could work 15 minutes a day, would that make you feel like you're making progress? If you could see results by working 3 or 4 days a week with on the traffic 15 minutes a day, would that make a difference with you and your spouse and where you're going with your business? All right. So step number 4, customer and market rocking research. Okay, this is the stuff that you could do for free, and you can also pay for it as you grow and do it even better. But this can be done for free up front, and this is the stuff that makes a difference in how well you actually achieve things online. All right? So demographics and psychographics. What is that? Well, I think most of you probably know what demographics are. Those are the things like the age, the race, the sex, whether they've been to school or not, whether they're married or not, how much money they make, where they live, what city they live in, what neighborhood they live in. Those things are demographics, right? Okay? Now, psychographics. What is a psychographic? This is a money maker, okay? Pay attention right here. This can boost your profits. And I'll tell you up front, on your first campaign, you may not be able to find this, but psychographics is the things like what books do they read in their spare time, what TV shows do they read, what shows do they like, what hobbies do they have, what do they do with their kids in their free time, okay? What do they do with their wife or their spouse? Those things. You'll find that these groups of people have different things in common. If you it depends on what page you saw before you signed up for this webinar, but I used those things in my presentation, in my sales page, on my sales page with the webinar sign up page. Okay, so those things are very important because people click with you. I even used it in this presentation here. Remember, I talked about Stephen Covey and his 7 habits of success, right? Most of you have heard of that, right? It's a psychographic, all right? So it's something we relate on without you realizing that we were relating. So you see that? So your customer avatar. Then you need to develop your customer avatar for this, your perfect customer. Who is your perfect customer? Give that person a name. Talk to them. It's not everybody in the world. No, sir. You're talking to somebody very specific about very specific needs, so you need to know who that person is. Give them a name. Identify them from those demographics and psychographics and talk to them. All right? I'm talking to you, okay? You are a person who wants success. You want to build a business. You want security. You want to make money. You want to achieve your life's dreams. You want to help other people. Those are the things that you want to do, all right? So those are the things I want to do. Those are the things you want to do. All right, you get it? So your perfect customer. Then benefit analysis. What benefits do you offer? Now this ultimately you're going to tie together with a value proposition and emotional analysis that you could put the emotions into the benefits. All right, because people buy on emotions. They don't buy on design specs. I mean, they may look at them eventually, but ultimately they buy on emotions. Think about what you do. Think about when you buy something. Do you only buy on specs, or is it how you feel, how it's going to make you feel, how it's going to make you achieve that dream? Okay, think about that. So, a value proposition. What is that? That is what you offer that is different than everybody else offers, right? For me, I told you a value proposition when we got started. I have coached over 6,000 people in my life to various levels of success, getting them to their next level and the next level and the next level beyond that, okay? That was a value proposition, all right? That's what I'm talking about. All right, then emotional analysis and grabbers, all right? So everybody's doing it for emotional reasons. We already kind of covered that. And then looking at your competition closely and doing the comparisons. That's where you can find a lot of this stuff as well and figure out what your value needs to be, what the emotions are that they're selling to. You're going to use those same emotions and figure out what their funnel is for doing their sales, all right? Use your competition. They're already there. That's why we chose a market that has proven sales, proven competition, because that ensures that you can do it too. All right, that is your competitor analysis. All right, you put that all together and build it into your product. This is all done before you start getting the traffic. All right, and that'll be included in your failure elimination blueprint and in your marketing traffic, your legendary marketing traffic strategy blueprint. And then, of course, remember, we're going to talk about how to take one of these low-cost methods and leverage it into your SEO and build your business before we get done here. All right, so another story here. This is Joe from San Francisco. He came to me from Evan Pagan, I believe, and he did like me. And you may have done this too. You started something, you put it up because you got frustrated, so you didn't you didn't want to quit, but you got so frustrated you just stopped. I mean, I know that happened to me. I purchased lots and lots of things. I told you I spent over $150,000 trying to do this stuff. A lot of it was buying these programs. But he had a blog up for 8 months, and when he got into the instant traffic cash flow system, he started making everything happen. And he said this is by far the best traffic school that he has seen. All right. So can you see how this made a difference for him, and how this can make a difference for you? You see how this can make a difference for you 5 years down the road. You see how this might make your family and you get to where you want to be in the very near future and make your business succeed. All right. So number 5, test, track, and deposit in the bank, and then repeat. Right. You repeat success. You throw away failure. Right. So for all of your campaigns, you're going to create multiple versions of pages. You're going to test those pages. Test everything. You're going to test them together. If you're not testing those pages, then you're wasting your time. You're likely throwing away money. Often it means the reason you're not succeeding is you don't have anything to compare it against. And you're going to track all of these results. There's no sense in doing these tests if you are not going to track it. So track it, damn it, track it. Track everything, test everything, track everything, multiple everything. It's easy, it's free. You can go out there, you can use Google's Webmaster Tools and Analytics and do this for free. That isn't the highest level of doing this, but it's good enough to get your first campaign started. So put it to work and test and track everything, all right? And then repeat that everything that works and throw away everything that doesn't. So here's another story. This is Leslie. She is a retail store owner, a brick and mortar that wanted to go offline and go online and start making money in one of her main profit centers. And so she owns a franchise. You know what a franchise is? That's where there's this office somewhere that owns the rights to license the name and license the systems to store owners, right? So she's a store owner. She licensed a name and system. She owns a franchise that has 4,500 other stores with the exact same name as her. So how hard do you think that is to get in the search engines to get to the top? Well, most people think it's impossible, but it's not. And Leslie, she said she did about half of what I told her to do, and she still got to the top. She was out competing her stores and making the money she wanted, and making her profits back over and over again from using just half of what I make available to you. And matter of fact, she was kind of embarrassed to tell me that she didn't use it all. But can you see how applying these things can make a difference in your life? Can you see how this could lead to your success? How this can pay for itself over and over again and put you on the road to amazing success? This is kind of like the bonus secret. Okay, now this is the bonus step. The big secret, all right? The big secret. You're not going to like this, or maybe you will like this. You'll be shocked by it. Maybe you won't be shocked by it, but here we go. The big secret, the bonus step, all right? Getting traffic is easy. What I just told you, the 5 steps to do, that's the hardest part of it, and that's what everybody skips, and that's why the traffic becomes hard, all right? Getting the traffic is easy. You can get it instantly. here's a really big secret. It's not really a secret, but most people don't know this. There are no secret sources. And only 9% of the traffic comes from search engine marketing, right? The rest comes from 91% of other places. So Google is not the king of traffic that you make them out to be. They own about, I think it's 60% of the search market, so they own 60% of 9% of the traffic. And guess what on Google? When you do pay-per-click there, only 9% of that traffic actually clicks on the little ads. So put this all in perspective on how much other traffic is elsewhere. All right. So you're going to learn exactly how to put all that together when you get started today with the instant traffic cash flow system. How putting all that together, you'll have access to this 91% of the other traffic. And before we get done here, I'll show you how to take one of those avenues and leverage them with your SEO so that you can make money and do this for dirt cheap. All right. So do the first 5 steps right, and you can have 100,000 visitors a day or more anytime you want. Anytime you want. All right? There's no limits here. You can do not just 100,000. You can do 200,000, 300,000. You could do 1.5 million a day if that's what you need to be doing in your business. But that's highly unlikely that that's required. All right? So don't get stuck on that number 100, but 1,000. Other than it is a fact that you can have that, and you can have that tomorrow if you do the 5 steps right. Okay? So here's another story. This is a fellow named Andre. He's a web designer that wanted to take web design, combine it with SEO, and then bring SEO optimized websites to folks. This was amazing because when he told me this, and I found out that people are selling these websites for $5,000 to $10,000 each, I thought, wow, that's pretty much like like being a Lamborghini salesman. If you make 1 sale a month, you're pretty much fat, right? $5,000 to $10,000 a piece for a designer who knows how to make an SEO optimized website. So that was his goal. And he said he took what I did. He came to me for Evan Pagan, and he was amazed that I gave away all of my secrets to him on how to put this business together, and that he was able to apply all of these proven techniques and start building his business exactly the way he wanted. He says he'd gone through 6 months with Evan Pagan, and that I would show you all the secrets about getting tons of traffic, and I just shared with you some major secrets, so I hope you wrote those down. And here's one, I think, last story here from Wayne in Australia. He says that the important thing here is that this will pay you back many times over. So can you see how doing something that pays you back over and over again can be a value of you today? If you start today, when you get started today, you'll be on the track to getting paid back over and over and over again. That's exactly what happened with Leslie. That's what happened with Wayne from Australia, and then that can happen for you. All right? So who wants to be the next success story, okay? That's the question. That's the real question. Who wants to know exactly how to work detailed, putting this together, putting your business together, and make it all happen for you? Who wants to be my next success story? I'm looking for success stories. I'm looking for real success for real people, for you. All right? And it doesn't matter what your goal is, okay? If your goal is to get that dream house, then fine. That's exactly what your goal should be. If your goal is to build a pot of money for whatever reason, that's fine. As long as you're helping other people while achieving that goal, then you'll be able to do that. If your goal is to get that new car, then you'll be able to get that new car. If your goal is to set the security for your family, make it so your kids can go to college, any college they want, and that you'll be able to live the life and dreams that you want while doing that, then fine. That's a great goal, and you can do that. If your goal is just to be able to take those trips, those vacations, retire wherever you want, and be where you want, when you want to be, then great. Then the time is now for you. All right? So that's the instant traffic cash flow system. It is the solution. It is exactly how the instant traffic cash flow system is all the things that work, and all the things that didn't work, I was able to separate those, right? You don't want to know about the things that didn't work. That's just way too much. The instant traffic cash flow puts it all together for you so that you can make it all happen right away. It's a powerful secret strategies that traffic agencies use for big marketers and big business, and will end any of the questions of how to get traffic, because you can apply those too. It's revolutionary tools that traffic agencies use to make online ad creation and profit analysis insanely simple, and you can do it too. It's little known methods to get the first page results on Google and never worry about losing money because Google changes. You've heard the stories about the pandas and the penguins and how websites just crash right off the pages and disappear, and all the profits are gone. That did not have to happen, and it won't happen to you in the instant traffic cash flow system. Incredibly simple ways to get traffic fast, and never fear you won't find buyers and leads. And of course, one of the methods I'm going to show you here coming up is how to take that traffic, leverage it to build your SEO at the same time and make money. You'll see that here in a moment, so stick with me. And the instant traffic cash flow system also is a simple and proven methods to build your traffic strategy for your personal business and achieving the goals you set for success. Okay, so what is it? Instant traffic cash flow system includes the Instant Traffic University. This part is here because it is the core of of making it all happen. Putting those first. Remember step one and the 5 elements of that step? Well, that's what the Instant Traffic University is. It's complete PDF worksheets, easy start to finish training for building your business to profits, and the 5 core modules delivering the amazingly simple methods to that even the most untechy person like me, and maybe like you, can follow. It's designed so you do that, you find that niche, you do that research up front, you put that together, you get the website put together correctly, and make it so you can actually get the traffic that you planned on getting, so that you get the outcome that you want. That's the Instant Traffic University. Its real world value is $1,500. And by the way, folks, the values I put on here are based on what people have paid me to teach them these things independently, okay? So these are not fake values. I was actually paid these values for these, or sell them currently independently this way, one way or the other, okay? So these are not just made up values. The multi-source traffic blueprint, this is here because lots of you like to have detailed maps of where you got to go and what the steps are, so that you can save a lot of time. You don't have to always be rewinding videos. Sometimes your questions are answered just by simply spurring your memory, and the multi-source traffic blueprints are that detailed mind maps, the complete note sheets, maps, templates, guidelines, squeeze pages, the entire course and strategy fully outlined and easy to follow and easy to reference, so you don't have to constantly be going back through the videos once you've done the essential video learning. All right, the real world value of this, $197. All right, the inside secrets of profitability. This is here because this is what takes you beyond your competition. All right, 90% of your competition will never do this stuff. They will never even learn it. They won't even believe that they have to do it. And of course, they will also fail and be out of business. You will outpace your competition with traffic, leads, and customers from places that are easy to get, but most know nothing about. I'm going to show you one of those coming up soon before we leave here. So don't leave yet. We got that coming up. We got 14 advanced modules of over 70 video trainings. There's actually more than 14 in there. And I show you traffic methods step by step. You do not need to use all 14 modules, so don't think you're going to have to spend all year trying to get through this. No, you need to take one method of traffic, learn it, apply it, and make it work. And then if you want to apply another one, you add it in layers, one layer at a time, and build on that, okay? That's the inside secrets of profitability. It's about you being able to make more money and achieve beyond what you ever imagined. Okay, and I guarantee that your competition don't know these things, don't know how to use it. The real world value of this is $1,500. Traffic Now Jumpstart. This is about how you get 2,000 visitors tomorrow. You can have 2,000 visitors or more. You can have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 10,000, 12,000 visitors tomorrow using this method. If you have a affiliate offer, or something that you need to get traffic to that already in existence and ready to go. The Traffic Jumpstart module includes an email marketing system that shows you how to use paid email traffic. You don't even need your own product or anything to do this. You just shows you how to use email traffic to leverage it and do it for free. So you're using paid email traffic for free. Hot squeeze pages and templates that are proven to convert are included with this system, and that system costs real world value $264 included in the internet and the instant traffic cash flow system when you sign up today. The instant traffic tool set, this is here because it has the essential, not the essential, it has tools that you cannot get anywhere else. These are the tools that I use to run my traffic business. Okay, this is what an agency, these are the kind of things an agency uses to plan things out to have the best assurance that they're going to provide a winning traffic campaign for their clients. And it doesn't make them mystifying or anything like that. These are things you can use in your business right now. The Failure Eliminator Planner takes you through the entire strategy, make sure you get the right information. The Instant Ad Generator enables you to create ads and instantly create 9 variations of those ads, and then test those ads, pick the winner automatically, track the ads, track the ROIs, track the winners, track the losers, eliminate the losers, continue with the winners, and it allows you to do this whole process 3 to 4 times faster than any of your competition can do. The Strategic Traffic Predictor, this enables you to predict exactly the results you can get with the traffic you're using, any kind of traffic. What minor changes in traffic, what adjustments you need to do, allows you to predict all those things and what to focus on and how to focus on the right things. The $1 Million Email Evaluator, this is here because a major marketer wanted a way to predict results and success to create multi-million dollar campaigns, and thus it was created, and now it's yours as part of the Instant Traffic Tool Set. And finally, the secret index of little-known, high-converting traffic sources. Now, these sources, these are not secret sources. This is my secret index, right? Nobody else has its index with me. I'm sharing it with you through the Instant Traffic Tool Set. You'll get a complete index of an incredible list of traffic sources that you can put to work and leverage for your business immediately. And I assure you that most of your competition is not even aware of these sources. This is how you get access to the other 91% of the traffic that most of the people are not using. Okay? All right. This is real world value, $597. We also train your team. A lot of you are here because you already have a business, but you're going online and expanding online, and you have people to do this work for you. So I will train up to 3 members of your team, provide them complete support, and get them fully certified in the traffic generation method using the instant traffic cash flow system, and that real world value is $1,800. And also done for you marketing. Who likes things done for you? I like things done for me. So done for you marketing. It's the hottest proven converting templates, list building, lead capture, in the industry leading testing and tracking. This is way beyond Google's analytics. This is the type of analytics testing and tracking that costs up to $500 a year. It's included. You get 2 months of this free with the done-for-you marketing package in the Instant Traffic Cash Flow system. You also get access to my traffic network banners, PPC networks, and PPV networks. It's all included here for you. The real-world value is absolutely priceless. This will take you so far beyond your competition. I can't measure it. You'll have to make your own price for this. Okay. Done for you website. Okay, you saw the Instant Traffic University. You thought maybe you were going to have to do all this work yourself. Well, you do need to learn that stuff, but I'm going to make that website for you. I'm going to build your custom website with custom graphics, fully customizable theme, fully optimized for SEO based on the Traffic University SEO optimization, the e-commerce ready, fully customizable HTML so that you can make pages look any way you want, mobile and Facebook friendly, and fully installed with 10 pages of expert content. I mean expert content. So that's included, and that has a real world value of $5,000. It's part of the Instant Traffic Cash Flow system. So here's that Instant Traffic Cash Flow system in a nutshell. You saw it all. The total value of all all the items is $11,452. All right, so let me ask you this. If all this did for you was make you $100,000 in the next year, would it be worth spending $11,000 to achieve that? If all this did for you was get your business growing, so you were on the path to creating that multi-million-dollar business you wanted to, would it be worth $11,000 to you? If all this did for you was create the revenue center that you were looking for online that pays you back over and over, month after month and month after month, would it be worth $11,452? All right. Well, I'm not going to charge you $11,452. In fact, what I have set this up to do is that I essentially cover things at cost. I do have to do a lot of manpower and a lot of effort, and even more than what you've seen here. And so I'm going to just charge you what it costs, but I'm not going to charge you $11,452. You have a 30-day, 100% risk-free investment. That is no risk to you. I take all the risk. And you are in immediately right now for $297 payment. There are 2 additional payments after that, but $297 gets you started right now. So you can go to the link that appeared just below this presentation window and get in right now, start it for $297. You also have the option of paying a one-time $798 payment. And you can do that right now at the button that appear below or using the link that you see on your screen right now. All right, so that's a one-time investment of $798, or get started immediately for $297. All right, you have my 100% ironclad guarantee. I bet I put everything I have into this. It's my reputation as far as I'm concerned. It represents me and what I want to do for you. You have 30 full days to use this, absolutely no risk, no questions asked if it's not right for you. But I know that once you get started, you'll see that this system is highly effective, and it's the most complete strategy online. You'll never have to buy another traffic program. You'll never have to buy another marketing program. This is everything you ever wanted. I do not redo the program. I update the program for you, okay? I don't ask you to buy new programs when it comes to this. This is my reputation, 100% money-back guarantee, 30 days to use everything in the program. Nothing is restricted, all right? So I promised you that I would show you how to leverage the traffic from places like CNN and Fox News and Fast Company and I forgot the rest of them. ESPN, that's another one. But these major traffic sources, you can have your link, actually the link to your website on their page pointing to your page. So this is how you start leveraging them. You start leveraging them for your SEO because you get them pointing to your page, and Google, I can't go into detail, but Google does see where your traffic comes from, and they see the volume of traffic, and they see whether it comes from relevant, important places. So this is how it leverages your SEO. At the same time, you're making money, okay? The way you do this is with a system, a source called Outbrain.com, a suggestion engine as it's called. They literally they get your link put on these sites like that, and it costs you 15 cents per click or less, okay? So the click-through rates on these are typically from 0.1 to 0.5. If you get up above 0.3, you're doing great, and your cost will go down to 13, 11, 10 cents per click. So you can get as much traffic as you want from these sites for as low as 10 cents per click, and be building your SEO value of your site at the same time. It's incredibly valuable. You can monetize this traffic. You can get amazing amounts of this traffic. The way you monetize it is you have on the same site where you're presenting the information, you have CPA offers, affiliate offers, your own offer. You put your list building forms on the page. Now they can't be inside the content, okay? Pay attention. You cannot put those things, you cannot put a sales content up there. You can't put a squeeze page up there. But that's why we use blog format, because you can put it around the content, okay? Around the content. So the information has to be good quality information. And And then around the content, you have offers, and that's how you monetize this stuff. You get all this traffic coming to it, clicking the offers, signing up on your list, and also clicking through the rest of your website potentially. So now it's important that you realize that this must be good content. Do you think that Outbrain would be allowed to put just any junk page on a site like Fox News, CNN, Fast Company, Huffington Post, ESPN? You think they would let that happen? Okay, they won't. They will not. They will not. Outbrain has to maintain the reputation of quality advertisers, and these sites have to maintain a reputation of pointing to quality sites. Okay, you must put up a good quality page. Okay, so don't go crazy on me and throw some junk at this network and then complain that they wouldn't take it to me. That's your fault. Okay, you put up a junk page, you're going to get turned down. All right, so that's how you do it. You can get as much traffic as you want, as little as 10 cents a click, and as you build and make profit, you can add to it, and it adds to the SEO value of your site, and it makes your business grow in 2 different ways. All right? So now, who likes bonuses? Anybody like bonuses? I love bonuses. Let's see the hands. Who likes bonuses? Okay, your first super mega bonus is Certified Traffic Virtual Assistant. Okay, this is really a personal time saver. This is another person to do all the things that hold you up from making money. This could be your automatic traffic. This is truly the only way you can do automatic traffic. Okay, have somebody doing it for you. There's no software that does this for you. All right, it has to be done by somebody, and this is how you put it on autopilot. All right, you get 7 days or 40 hours absolutely free. All right, 7 days or 40 hours absolutely free. You don't have to use them for traffic. You can use them for anything you want in your business. You get to try it out 7 days or 40 hours and start building your team. So I'm literally giving you a team. The real world value of this, $765. In fact, in the U.S., try to hire somebody to do this for $765. I would challenge that you cannot do that. Okay, so that's super mega bonus number 1. Number 2, who wants another bonus? Super mega bonus number 2, VIP 101 personal traffic growth consult. This is your upfront 30-minute consult that helps you develop your personal strategy and get your business on the right track, on the fast track, and help you lay out your plan and for your personal business. So get you started right, get you started fast, get you started going specifically for your business. Real world value of this, $297. Okay? Who wants another bonus? Who would like an additional super mega bonus? Okay? Super mega bonus number 3, the Proven Success Platinum Coaching. This is you're getting my platinum coaching class. You're going to get a 1-hour coaching session designed for once you get going and get moving. You're probably going to have some roadblocks. You're going to have to build on your strategy. So this is a 1-hour personal consult session to get you through the roadblocks, solve your problems, and steer you in the right direction, and get you guided on building beyond wherever your roadblock occurs. Plus, you get all the special webinar sessions that I provided for my previous platinum coaching clients. They all paid $997 for this. This is included as a special bonus for you for being here on this webinar. Okay, and super mega bonus number 4, I think it is. The 5 hours of profit list building workshop. This workshop is a Saturday workshop of 5 hours to get you through all the issues with your site. The focus is list building because that's the most profitable aspect of your website, and it generates the long-term profits for your business. We want to make sure you're doing that right. We talk about the methods that you can do. We do this periodically and schedule them periodically to eliminate confusion for you, allow you to ask questions directly, and to remove any technical roadblocks that may be holding you up in making progress on your list building and getting your traffic moving to your site. The real world value of this is $5,000. It's included as a special bonus for your participation on this webcast right here, right now. All right, so here's the total right there, the complete picture, the instant traffic cash flow system plus bonuses. The total real world value of this, $18,511. All right, so as I remind you, when you go to the link right now, a lot of you probably did this while we were talking about the Outbrain traffic source. But for those of you that still haven't done it, when you get down there and you hit that link and you get going, you're not going to be charged $18,511. In fact, your 30-day, 100% risk-free investment today, right now, starts with a payment of $297. Just $297 plus 2 additional payments the following months. Okay, or you have the option of a full $798 right now, and you're fully ready to go, totally risk-free for 30 days. You hit that link, you go, and you're there, and you get started, and everything is available to you 100% risk-free. All right, so who wants to be able to get everything free? Who likes free? Anybody like free? Who wants to get everything for free? Okay, so let's take a look. How do we get this for free? Well, when you go to that link right now and you go down there, all you have to do is refer just 2 sales, and you get the entire system for free. All right, 2 sales, entire system for free. Now, that's all it takes, and it's yours. So remember, put that the traffic methods to work. You should have a link just below here to claim your traffic strategies and your failure elimination blueprint. And once you get inside the members area, you have everything in full detail, step by step, all available to you to get you going. Plus, you get all the done-for-you websites, the done-for-you traffic, the done-for-you marketing. That's all included. So get started right now. I'll see you on the inside. I look forward to working with you personally. All right? I'll see you there.